Lee Stewart Sharpe, born May 27, 1971, is an English former professional footballer, sports television pundit and reality television personality, who as a player was predominantly a left winger from 1988 to 2004. Sharpe joined Manchester United from Torquay United as a youngster in 1988, playing for the club up until 1996. He won a total of 8 caps for England, but his later career failed to live up to its potential after leaving Manchester United in his mid-20s. Sharpe moved to Leeds United in 1996, but persistent knee injuries kept him from making an impact on the squad, and he was loaned to Sampdoria at the start of the 1998-99 season. Another loan to Bradford City in March 1999 turned into a permanent deal at the end of the season. He stayed at Bradford for 3 seasons, but he gradually slipped down the league ladder, eventually moving to Iceland to play for Grindavik in 2003. He retired from professional football in 2003, but achieved renewed fame after a number of reality television appearances. He briefly returned to football in 2004, playing for Garforth Town, but his return was short-lived. Club career, Torquay United. Sharpe, who was born in Halesowen, Worcestershire, was an Aston Villa supporter, but began his career at Torquay United. However, in his first season with them, after only 16 games, Manchester United noted his potential and swooped to sign him in June 1988 for £200,000, a record fee at the time for a YTS player. Manchester United. Sharpe made his debut for Manchester United on September 24, 1988 in a 2-0 win over West Ham United in the Football League First Division, aged 17. His first team chances increased in November with the departure of the club's first-choice left winger Jesper Olsen, and were further enhanced when new signing Ralph Milne failed to live up to expectations. Sharpe ended the 1988-89 season with 22 league appearances to his name, although he failed to score and United finished a disappointing 11th in the league a year after finishing second. He played 30 games in all competitions that season. The following season, Sharpe found the net for the first time in a United shirt, scoring in the 5-1 home win over Millwall on September 16, 1989. He managed 18 appearances in the league that season, and 20 in all competitions, but failed to make the squad for the FA Cup final, which United won 1-0 against Crystal Palace in a replay after drawing 3-3 in the first match. Alex Ferguson had chosen new signing Danny Wallace as his first-choice left winger for the 1989-90 season. He played a key part in United's success in the European Cup Winners' Cup in 1990-91, scoring with a left-foot pile driver into the top corner in the home leg of the semi-final against Legia Warsaw, 1-1. He also famously scored a hat-trick against Arsenal at Highbury in the League Cup 4th round on November 28, 1990, a match which United won 6-2. Sharpe himself cites this as one of the best memories in his footballing career. He was now United's first-choice left winger ahead of Danny Was, although a new rival for the left-wing position was emerging in the shape of highly promising 17-year-old Ryan Giggs. Having established himself as a left winger, Sharpe earned a call-up to the England squad just before his 20th birthday, although he was unable to replace John Barnes as first-choice left winger. Unfortunately, he was then out of the game for long periods of time through injury and illness. He suffered from viral meningitis in the autumn of 1992, and when his fitness recovered, the form of Ryan Giggs meant he had normally to play out of position at left back, by now the preferred position for Dennis Irwin, or on the right wing, competing for a place with Andrei Kanchelskis, who had arrived in March 1991. He did play in enough games to collect a Premier League title medal for the 1992-93 season, and added another in 1993-94 with 30 appearances, 4 as a substitute, and scoring 9 league goals, 11 in all competitions. He scored both of United's goals in their fourth league game of the season on August 23, 1993 as they beat Aston Villa 2-1 at Villa Park, following with an early goal in the 3-1 win at Southampton in the next game. He managed another double on March 22, 1994 in a 2-2 league draw at Arsenal, and came on as a substitute in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. United won a double of the Premier League title and FA Cup that season. Sharpe is well remembered for his memorable goal against Barcelona during the 2-2 draw in the 1994-1995 Champions League season's group stage, when he spectacularly backheeled a cross from Roy Keane into the corner of the net. He also got an assist in this game, crossing for Mark Hughes, who headed the first goal of the game. 1994-95 was a difficult season for United, with many players out for significant periods due to injury. Sharpe was one of them, as he missed a string of mid-season games due to a fractured ankle, though he had more opportunities to play on the left wing as Ryan Giggs missed a quarter of the campaign due to injuries, and most of Sharpe's appearances came as a left back as the regular player in that position. Dennis Irwin spent most of the campaign playing on the right side of defense, left vacant by a long absence by Paul Parker, though Irwin was back at left back towards the end of the season following the emergence of right back Gary Neville. United ended the season without a major trophy, finishing second to Blackburn Rovers in the Premier League as they failed to manage anything better than a 1-1 draw at West Ham on the final day of the season, and losing 1-0 to Everton in the FA Cup final. By the start of the 1995-96, Andrei Kanchelskis had been sold to Everton, and it seemed possible that Sharpe could establish himself as United's right winger, particularly when he scored twice for United in their 3-2 win over Everton on September 9, 1995. With Ryan Giggs returning to fitness on the left wing, and Dennis Irwin returning to left back following the emergence of Gary Neville as the club's regular right back, the right-hand side of midfield seemed Sharpe's best opportunity of regular first-team action. However, 20-year-old David Beckham made the first-team breakthrough that season and left Sharpe with nothing like a guaranteed place in the first 11, though he was selected in the squad for all but 8 competitive games that season, during which United became the first English team to win the double twice. He still took to the field in 31 out of 38 Premier League games, scoring 4 goals. His first goal of the season came at Blackburn Rovers on 28th of August, as a relatively strong United side recorded their third successive league win after being beaten by Aston Villa on the opening day. In their next game at Everton on 9th of September, Sharpe scored twice as United achieved an impressive 3-2 win. His next, and final, league goal for United came on February 10, 1996 when he scored the only goal of the game against Blackburn Rovers, as United kept up the pressure on leaders Newcastle, who had been 10 points ahead at Christmas. Sharpe also managed 2 FA Cup goals that season, the winner against Manchester City in the 5th round at Old Trafford on 18th of February, and the second in the last minute of a 2-0 home win over Southampton in the quarter-finals on 11th of March. He was selected as a substitute in the 1-0 FA Cup final win over Liverpool on 11th of May, but did not come onto the pitch, though he still picked up his second FA Cup winner's medal, which was ultimately the last major trophy of his career just before his 25th birthday. In total he played 265 games for Manchester United over 8 years, scoring 36 goals. International career, Sharpe was capped 8 times by England between 1991 and 1995.